about the planes. Hey, hey guys. Woo! Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are washing clothes and discussing issues. Discussing issues while washing clothes. And guys, what issues are we discussing here? Okay, we may discuss an issue or two, but the one that is more important at the moment is the issue about abomination. There are some things that you don't do in this life, and that one is known. There are some things you don't do in this life, and some of these things are looked at by the society as an abomination or very bad things before humans. And some of these things I need to discuss here today. Now, I want to discuss the issue that we have dealt with in the last 2 or 3 days about getting a baby at an age that is advanced. And let's say you get a baby at 50 or at 52, and how scientifically possible is that? I want to tell you that it is very possible, guys. It is very possible, because God can give you a baby at any time. But what is the topic here? Today we want to discuss that person who gets a baby, and maybe the baby has some birth defects, biologically or scientific, no, biologically some defects because of some reasons here and there. You know, it is by the grace of God that we get children. Oh my God, the brains are too many. We get children that are healthy, and sometimes you can get a deformed child, or a child who is physically challenged. And this happened to this particular person that I'm discussing here. Got a baby who is physically challenged, and was like, what is this now? So obviously it comes as a blow when you get a child who is not very physically okay. And sometimes you feel like, oh my God, what is happening with planes? Planes everywhere. What's up? Anyway, that one is good. And what I'm discussing here is that person who gets that baby and decides to hide that child because they have some birth defects, and hides that child to the public for years, saying that they don't have a child. This is something, it is a true story, guys. It is something that actually happened, and this person had to hide this child for long because they didn't want anybody to know that they have a child who has got some birth issues, some birth defects, and could not be exposed to the public. And what a shame. So what happened is that this child was kept indoors for months. But you know, guys, as usual, a small child will always cry, and the neighbors will always raise an eyebrow, and most of them maybe had seen you pregnant, and they are like, hey, she got a baby. But what happened in this case is that this lady moved in to that place when the baby was born. So days after the baby was born, and therefore there's nobody who saw the baby, who saw the pregnancy. So on moving in, the baby was hid for a long time. And you know, obviously you have to step out and take the baby to the clinic, to the hospital, and all that. And it was a problem with this lady because she didn't want to be seen with a baby who has birth defects. Actually, that was a very small defect, because having a cleft lip is not even something that we can even sit here and discuss. It's something that is that serious. child had defects and it was just a cleft lip, and that was shame enough for this lady to feel that uh, I'm so beautiful and I'm so good to even cater for or be seen with a baby who has this kind of a defect. So she had the baby for many, many months. And guys, what a shame. Because the baby would always cry, and the neighbors were like mosquitoes. Neighbors were like, why haven't we seen this baby who cries in that home? And you know, they will always want to maybe sometimes snoop and try to see what you're hiding. I want to say before I go on with this story that a baby is a gift from God, and there are many people that are asking if they could get babies, and it doesn't matter. What happened is that this lady was advanced in age, and God had mercy upon her because she had turned 49 and she got the baby. But now the baby had this problem, and she thought people are going to laugh at her, people are going to look at her like she had to move houses. She had to move house and went to another estate so that people who knew her will not come and see the baby. And guys, it is an abomination, like I said, to even think that you can hide a creature that is given to you by God in the name of a child. Creature. A child is not a creature anyway, but a gift of God, by God, because you are thinking that God did not give you a very good gift, or that you don't deserve to be seen with that child. It's very unfortunate. So this child grew for 9 months while hidden, but it raised an eyebrow. And because it was just a regular home where the estate is just occupied by many, you know, tenants are everywhere. It was reported that these people hear a baby cry so much in that house, and they have never seen the baby, and they always see the mother, and they have never seen somebody else in that compound, because you know why? The baby was crying all the time because this lady will not even trust a house girl. She didn't want the information leaked that her child has got a defect. So she kept to herself, and she's the one who was tethering the baby. And you know, she is now 49, turning 50, and the child is turning 1. And you know how it is when a child now starts walking around, because this is a defect that will not make a child not walk around. And touching things and dropping this, dropping that. And the lady could be heard shouting to the child, oh, not shouting in a bad way, but oh, you have dropped this, oh, come here. Oh. And people are wondering, who is this that this woman talks to? So they reported, and guys, on them reporting, the police had to come and see what happens in that home. Guys, it is a shame that this lady had hidden this child for this long, simply because of a defect. And I want to tell you today that a gift of God should be embraced. First and foremost, you getting a baby at 49 is a gift in itself. God has given you this to just clean the shame out of your face, because how would it have been if you turned 52 without a child? Because biologically you cannot get a child after that. And maybe even after 50 you can't get a child. But God had mercy upon her, and she got a child at this age. And now, here you are hiding a baby just because of a defect. It is such an abomination, guys, and it was a shame when that baby was now found out to be hidden in a small room somewhere, because even when somebody knocked at the room, the child was quickly locked into a small room, and the child has got no wisdom to know that they shouldn't bang the doors and call out on mommy, 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 and the police had to say, open this door, and a child was found with a cleft lip problem, and what a shame that you can do this to a human being that God has created, simply because of such a problem. So I want to do this video and tell you guys that first of all, getting a baby at that age is a gift. And if a baby comes out deformed in some way, there are hospitals, and today I don't know what is happening with planes. There are hospital guys, there are hospitals that do this, solve these problems so well that it is not even gonna be visible or even be a shame in any way. So you thinking that you are gonna be laughed at by people, or that you are too good to be found with a child with such a small problem, is thinking of you as I don't know, as a what? because we are humans, and we are supposed to embrace the gifts of God. And if this is not cancer, leukemia, or any other disease that people have suffered, and here you are hiding a child and locking them in a small room in the house for months, simply because of a cleft lip. When there's another parent out there who has got a child who has got leukemia or another disease, but God has spared you this, it is a shame, and you should be ashamed of yourself. So bring out those kids that you have locked in houses or in small rooms in your homes. Bring them out, let people see them, and take them to hospitals for treatment. Because this child, you have not killed them, they are growing. What are you intending to do to them when they are of school going age? Where are you going to take them? Because you don't want shame. You are very important. Which school are you going to take them to? Take this child to hospital, let them be treated, even if it were not that claimed problem on the rib. Even if it was another disease, take the child to hospital and let them be treated. And if it is an expensive treatment that you can't afford, ask for help. There is always help that comes from humans, and they will always come through for you. Do not ever kill a child indoors or kill yourself with stress because you don't want to be seen with a child who has got a problem. This is because you yourself you are very perfect. It's a shame. May God help you not to hide children in the houses. May God help you to also know that getting a child at that age is a gift. And may God help you to even know that there is help that can be given to people who have a problem that can be solved by doctors in this country or in other countries. So ask for that help and they will be given unto you. So guys, I was just discussing that problem because it happened to a person that I know. It is not just a story. It happened to a person that I know. And it is a shame. And I thought I should speak it out because, first of all, a child is a gift, and then you having a child with a problem is not a curse. It is a blessing by God, because God gives you the responsibility to take care of that particular one, because He knows that He has given you the strength to take care of that child who has got that kind of a problem. He knows it is you who is strong enough to do that work, and He will give you the power and the money and everything that is required to take care of that child. So don't hide your children because of situations that are are out there and can be taken care of. And even if they were not to be taken care of, expose them, because they happen to people. So guys, if this content pleases you, or if this content touches your heart, please share it with other people and give this video a like, that it may reach other people out there. And subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.